Here is part 3 to the DNA Cinema Guide. The Arkenheart Cinema Guide. Hierarchy of these two lines. So, the Line of Durin and the Line of Mu, they were both chosen lines to intermingle with one another. And the Line of Durin were these beings called dwarves. But these beings right here, they are not the dwarves that you'd think they are. They are interdimensional extraterrestrial beings who look Nordic. They are a Nordic race of extraterrestrial beings. In this movie. So, they were a chosen race. They are actually in Middle Earth right now. These extraterrestrials. They met with the Mumaconrim people who are dark-skinned. They are melanated peoples. So this was a chosen hierarchy from Durin Deathless. He was the first being to do this, and this is actually his second awakening. Because in the movie, he had, or in the lore I should say, he had his first awakening at, what was it? The Mirror. He had his first awakening at the Mirror, which was a lake. And then when this happened, he erected a stone there, a great stone at Mirror. But in this DNA movie that is going on within the crystalline DNA structure, this is his second awakening, where Durin the Deathless meets a Mumacon king from the area of Mumaconrim. Now, Mumacon is past Harad and all of that. That's why in the past I had these excuse me. I've received the Sun Star encodements from Middle Earth. These past cinema imagery that I had received was of my star family going to Harad, which nobody really knows anything about. So that's why my star family has to try and find these hidden encodements from, say, like way long ago. Because when Durin the Deathless met the Mumacon king, Harad was flourishing. And to be quite honest, the area probably had thousands and thousands of pyramids that were erected there. So these two soul lines were meant to be together in a divine way, with the divine will of Durin the Deathless and the Mumakan King. Their two lines had procreated and intermingled with each other. Because Durin the Deathless, when he met this lord, when he met this melanated lord, he had thought to himself, okay, what can I do? Is there any way possible that I could mix my line with yours? Because he knew that the Mumakanrim peoples who were melanated, they had the greatest spirit within these people, because these are spiritual people here, and they have the greatest spirit and the greatest they have the greatest power within their pineal gland and all of that. So of course Durin the Deathless wanted to continue his line down with the Mu people. So actually Durin the Deathless was first, and then came the Line of Durin, who were intermixing with these people. And these are both extraterrestrial beings who had done this. Even though they don't say they are extraterrestrial or interterrestrial beings, they really both are. And this is how Durin the Deathless line, actually he has many lines who had intermingled with these melanated peoples in the story. And this is how the dwarves have, this is how they came with the spirit. They have a great spirit within them. And they have very powerful pineal glands because they have mixed with these people. So in the story, Durin the Deathless might have had to do something in order to claim his heir to these people, or to show something of worth to these people so that he could continue his line down with them. Either fight a big creature or a big chimera or something like that. I don't really know for sure right now. But down here I wrote, okay, so these two powerful beings met up and they built a kingdom in the stars. And then down here I wrote, my star family would be a soul hybrid, human ETs that would manifest as this particular line of soul, a human race of ET. So they would look human. So actually, yeah, in order for them to have a soul line, they would have had to have received the melanin from these people, and then continue the line down. Let's see. Let's actually look at what I wrote down over here. Okay. Over here I wrote Arkenhar, the very beginning analysis chosen bloodlines to intermingle, Line of Durin and Line of Mu. The dwarf, the Dor Nordic. The dwarves may have come from these particular star constellations. The dwarf, a Nordic race, a Nordic race with a mixed bloodline. Actually, the dwarves had, they didn't have melanin in the beginning, and their pineal glands weren't very strong. So these beings who had mixed with the Muma, they actually made the hybrid ones who are called the Volpemi. They were known as Volpemi, but they have different names, of course, probably. So he during the Deathless knew that the Mumakan had the serpent wisdom, and these are some of the chosen lines. The chosen lines to intermingle with the Mu people. So you have your Durin, Thorin, Thor, Thrain, all these different lines from the dwarf who had intermingled with the Mu people, the darker skinned people. Because they have spirit. They have the strongest pineal glands. And he knew that if he could intermingle with the Mumakan females, the melanated queens of the Mumakan, they would gain that mitochondrial DNA from them, so that their pineal glands would be strong and they could have very strong psychic and spiritual power. And that's why during the Deathless Second Awakening he did this. He met the Mumakan King within the stars, within this other reality, this other parallel reality. Sorry, my parakeets are screaming. So yeah, that's the gist of it, you guys. He knew that these Mumakan people had the serpent wisdom, so he wanted to continue his line down, his race of dwarven people. And you know what I want to mention? Another thing I wanted to mention that was strange to me. You know how when you watch the movie, any of these movies, you commonly see the dwarf people, but most of them are male, though. I mean, you don't really see many female dwarves. And I think that's because there may be hidden messages within that movie stating that these beings might have intermingled with another race. Because let me show you guys something, because I noticed something really cool. I don't know how long this video has, but I'll try and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so my computer needs to boot up. So yeah, he knew that. So in his second awakening, he knew that his line would become stronger if he intermingled with the people who had the soul, which is the melanin. And this in turn, the line of Durin, this makes them have the mitochondrial DNA that the melanated people have, because they're so powerful in their ways spiritually. These Mumakan people in the lore, they're spiritually powerful. So that's why in some of the imagery that I've received, there were some instances to where my star father and my star cousins with with other characters that would be within the story, they had to travel to Harad just to find out what had really happened way back when. Why they have so much spirit. Why do they have so much spirit? It's because they subliminally and subconsciously, they have the hidden psychic power. They have the hidden soul. The spirit. They have the line of Durin have spirit within them. And they never knew why in the beginning. So in this DNA movie, they find out how they had received the mitochondrial DNA from the Mu people. It's because they were both chosen to intermingle with each other, so that the line of Durin and the line of Thror and all those lines that were passed down, they had that special. It's not special, really. It's just like, I don't know. It's like galactic. It's like galactic empowerment in your soul. And this is why this line has so much spirit. It's because they mixed. And the Dwarf and the Mu made the Volpemi, which were the hybrid ones. The hybrid beings from these two beings who had intermingled and had gained the mitochondrial DNA from the Mu people, because these were galactic people. These were extraterrestrial people who had the melanin, which in turn is spirit, your soul. And this is why the line of Durin has so much spirit. And in the movie, let's see. I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant to do this because I don't want this video taken off the internet just because I'm recording a part from a movie. But in the past I had did that and it did not take down any of those videos. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I don't know. This is still recording, so hopefully it does not cut out, because this is basically the end of the video here. But I just wanted to show you guys something that I had noticed in a part of the movie. What's going on here? It's taking a while to load. My computer is not very good. It's taking a while. Okay, here it goes. So let's go to Dream Songs. Okay. I think I'm getting close, you guys. Okay, right here. I don't want it to be too loud. It's gonna be weird. Okay, this one.
160,000.
Of course, has to play an ad.
That's on average how often you'll use your car insurance. But what if you could get help?
I don't have YouTube Red, okay?
And you could also
I don't like YouTube Red, really. I just think there's something kind of weird going on with it.
Even get rescued roadside. You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA. Insurance that's not just insurance.
Okay, now watch Killy here in the scene. Oh, okay, well it passed. Okay, watch Killy. He runs really super fast in the scene.
I've got this.
He runs super fast. I know he's sprinting and everything, but that was really fast. So, yeah. So he has that mitochondrial DNA from that particular line that he was mixed with, and in this DNA movie, my star kin, Killy and Philly, they have the powerful pineal gland because they were mixed with the line of Mu. So that to me was actually a sort of like a hidden message in a way. But when I first saw that, I was like, wow, it seems like he's running really fast. So, he had activated the that spirit within him. I know he was probably just sprinting, but he was running really super fast, like Superman or something. Anyway, that's why I call him Gamkili, because he has the dark eyes and the dark hair. And he does things much quicker, a lot quicker than Philly, because Philly has the blonde hair and blue eye, so Killy does, his pineal gland is a bit stronger. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this, and I don't know if there's going to be a part 4. It's probably going to be me just writing down the names of the 2 lines. because I'm going to have to create the names for the Mumakan people who are in that kingdom. And then the Line of Durin, those names, which Mumakan females they had reproduced with in order to gain the that particular DNA. So to end this video, so my father, Gamkili, and Thetaphili, they are what you would call the Volpemi race, made from the Dwarf and the Mu people. They are the chosen hybrid interterrestrial or extraterrestrial beings who can go into these certain realms interdimensionally. And this is what's happening, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.